Hi everyone, I am here with our tonight's Christmas story. Okay, let's start with the event calendar. December 14th simply says, Red Socks for everyone. I got a pair of red socks in the drawer. Do you, Sherm? That's good, because I got 2 pair. One for you, one for me. Layla, get your red socks out. It's time to party. We'll be partying in MacArthur, Ohio, and partying in Finland. Be partying at the same time, wearing our red socks, dancing all around. You and Sherm be dancing all around. I'll be wobbling here in the chair, so, you know.
You can't wobble too much in a chair.
Oh, I know. This chair is severely broken. Severely broken. One of these times it's going to completely break over on this side, and I'm going to go completely on the floor. My stand's going to fall into the heater, and the heater will probably break off the wall. I know that's going to happen one of these days. Because every time you sit in this chair like this, I've had it for so long. Trying to find some other ones, some other used ones, but ain't had no luck. I want to get one for Sherm too. A lot of things we want to get or we need, right? Like toilet paper. We desperately need some toilet paper here pretty soon. But I don't think we're going to get another stimulus. I was really hoping, but they keep arguing about it. And we haven't got anything, so. We're out of food too, but I guess they keep saying we're supposed to get extra food stamps added on sometime, maybe next week. So I'm hoping, thank God we'll have some, for Christmas, because I always make a cheese ball for us and everything. We always had used that for Christmas, Sherm and I, for many years. But yeah, Sherman's not feeling well. He's really sick. He's got a fever still. He's got his throat sore now. It wasn't before, but it is now. He's got a horrible cough all the time. It won't go away. I guess he's supposed to talk to the doctor again on Friday. They want him to go to an ENT, but Sherm doesn't want to, I don't think, but I'm going to make him go.
You can't make me.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Because you need to have something done.
What are they going to do?
Well, they're a specialist. You said you got a lump in your throat and you can't swallow or nothing.
It's not a lump. It's just... I don't know what it is.
Well, they can check it though.
Yeah, I don't want no tongue depressor.
They'd probably do it.
Well,
But if they can't, they can't. They have to put you to sleep.
They ain't going to do it.
Sherm can't stand anything in his mouth like that, a tongue depressor or anything. He'll gag so bad, like he'll throw up. It's crazy. What are you doing?
Don't mind me. Just do your thing.
I still need that wrapping paper and tape in here to wrap that stuff. Alright, sorry guys, I'm rattling on. You know how I am. So, the story tonight sounds very interesting. That's my stones. Very interesting sounding story tonight. The Voice I Heard.
Oh no.
And look at the pictures. There's like holly berries everywhere.
The ghost in your underwear.
A ghost in your underwear. Yeah. How would you be able to see him? You'd just see a pair of underwear floating around. That's sick. I hope they're clean. That's sick.
The ghost might not be.
You can't see the ghost though. You just see a pair of underwear flying around. I don't want that in my house. I see enough crap.
That's how you know the ghost is not clean.
Well, he doesn't use Charmin then.
What does it do you?
I don't like it. It's too hard. I like Cottonelle. But Sherm don't like Cottonelle because it's too soft, so we get Quarter Northern. But I'm getting me some Cottonelle next month because I got a sensitive butt.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No.
You can stay with Quarter Northern. I'm taking Cottonelle.
You're not getting Quarter Northern.
Why are we talking about toilet paper? I'm supposed to be reading.
Well, read.
This one's by Victoria Hanson, Huntington, West Virginia.
Oh, no.
A letter late is coming. Arrived just in time. Kroger was full of familiar faces that December afternoon, but when I rounded the corner into the frozen food aisle, it was the voice of a single shopper that stopped me cold. It was her. The one woman I was forever avoiding at Kroger. Oh, if you go to the store, like this happens to me all the time. You go to the store and you're like, I hope this person ain't there. You know what I mean? They're always there. They're always there. Every single time. God's doing that on purpose. Because they're there all the time and you always run into each other. Always. God always puts you together for some reason. I don't know why. Why, Father? Why? For some reason.
Conversation.
But yeah, I try to avoid some people as well too. But it don't work. This woman had no idea I couldn't stand her. Well, mine ain't really that. I mean, it's just like
right.
No, it's not that. I don't hate anyone. This woman had no idea I couldn't stand her. I wonder why she can't stand this woman. We were complete strangers. Why does she not understand her? Though I was sure we knew people in common. Moreover, she'd done nothing at all to earn my dislike. Then why? Nothing except she had a grating thing to her voice that an awful person from my past also had. She had an accent. So she made her dislike her, because it reminded her of somebody else. The school administrator, whose cruelty had made my school years a misery. The administrator had removed me from class because she claimed my physical disfigurement was upsetting to the other students. What year was this? That's horrible. That's like something you'd see in a movie. Just thinking about her all these years later made me want to hide, my cheeks burning with shame. Yeah, but that's might be why God's throwing her with this person together. To remind her of that person, yes, but not everybody is like that with the same voice. Maybe this girl is very, very kind. And God wants her to see that. It could be the same thing with us, right? That's horrible, though, what that teacher did. Just thinking about her all these years later made me want to hide, my cheeks burning with shame. I ducked into the next aisle to calm myself. What's wrong with you, Victoria? That woman is not the administrator who humiliated you. Her voice does not make her guilty. If you opened your heart to her, you'd probably like her. But I just couldn't do it. I wheeled my shopping cart straight to the checkout line and got out of there before the woman had a chance to see me. That woman does not know who she is. Back home, I wrestled with my behavior. I was generally reasonable and forgiving to a fault. When a contractor had stolen from me, I'd forgiven him. When a friend betrayed me, I'd given her a second chance. But those people didn't make you feel ashamed just for existing. But neither did this woman, though. I thought when you were nothing but a child. The surge of anger surprised me. I shook my head. Why can't I forgive someone whose only crime is that she sounds like someone else who hurt me years ago? That makes me mad when somebody starts that crap with me too. If I talk about the past, about being in school and something bad happening. Oh, get over it. That was the past. You was just a kid. Those things stay with you for the rest of your life. Certain things that's happened to you. And how people's treated you. And it ain't just like you can forget about it. You know what I mean? Like they want you to, like it's like your problem's no big deal. Instead of them just trying to comfort you and be there for you. No, it'll be like, oh, get over it. Trust me, I know how that is. Why can't I forgive a woman whose only crime is that she sounds like someone who hurt me years ago? I asked God, sifting through the holiday mail. I was better than this. Tucked among the cards and flyers was a pink handwritten envelope. I didn't recognize the return address, but the love stamp was surrounded by a heart with some scripture beneath it that made me feel even worse about myself. I had loved you with an everlasting love. I had those stamps before. Inside was a letter written in perfect Palmer method cursive for someone named Madge. Dear Victoria, she wrote, you don't know me, but I'm aware that you've struggled with your health for years. There's a tree on my morning walk, a dogwood. It's my favorite. Every day for almost 30 years, in every kind of weather, I have stopped at that tree and tried to imagine your life. Then I've asked God to take your pain away. Today I felt him nudging me to tell you about my habit. And this seemed a better way than intruding on you the next time I saw you shopping at Kroger. Now who do you think this is going to be? The woman she kept trying to avoid, she didn't even know. This was her. The woman in Kroger I'd heaped my old resentments on. The woman I couldn't forgive. She was praying for me, of all people. I went to my writing desk where I kept my best stationery. Dear Madge, I wrote, I just received your beautiful letter. Once I started, it was easy to write to Madge, like she was a friend, to ask God to bless her the way she asked him to bless me. Of course, I wouldn't mention that she reminded me of someone who makes you feel ashamed to this day, Victoria. But why was that? I'd long since accepted my physical disability. I was no longer that little girl bullied for her disfigurement. I was no longer embarrassed by my looks. But I was still a prisoner of that pain, the pain that lived in the power that administrator still held over me, a power so strong it drove me out of the supermarket all these years later, made me behave in an ugly way toward a kind stranger. I had never forgiven the administrator for hurting me as a child. It wasn't Madge I had to forgive today, or even myself ultimately. It was her. I closed my eyes and pictured the administrator before me. All my old feelings of anger and shame rose up. Lord, I don't know what kind of pain made her act the way she did, but I hope she found peace in the end. As those words I whispered, the burden of my bitterness was lifted from me. I was no longer a prisoner of past hurts. I turned back to Madge's letter with a light heart. She had no idea the gift she'd given me. She'd freed me completely and reminded me that there is no power greater than that of forgiveness. The next time I saw Madge, I wouldn't run away. I would give her a hug, embrace her, the way God embraces me. And you. That was a good story, wasn't it? God always puts you with those people for a reason. Always. Some are here just, some people come into, God puts into your life just for a time, and other people he puts in your life for your whole life. You know, it's God's plan. God has his plan. We don't know what that is, but he does. So don't, if you keep running into the same people, try to not avoid them, because it might be God just saying, hey, I brought you together. You need to work out something. It'll work out in the end. It'll work out. Alright guys, the story for tomorrow looks like it's going to be a new look at Hershey. It's like the Hershey factory or something. Chocolate. Maybe. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's Christmas story. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Let's bring those souls to Jesus. And I hope you guys have a great night's sleep. Good night, guys.